Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Claire. I'm using my energy cards to give you a 2-card reading today, just to help you, guide you, give you a bit of intuition or a little bit of a message that may resonate with you in some way. So I hope that it does. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. And if you're here because you've come, and come back quite a few times, thank you. Welcome back, and thank you for spending your time with me. So let's see what cards we've got today to help us through what can be quite a busy couple of weeks as we lead up to Christmas. Okay, right. We have a very nice man here holding a heart, and we've also got Archangel Michael. Now, I just tried to record this a moment ago, and Poppy started barking, my dog, because somebody walked past. So I banished her from the room and got really annoyed because this card had come out and I just started talking about it, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to stop and start again because I'd completely lost my train of thought. So it's quite funny that this card has come out once again, because obviously I've shuffled and shuffled. So I'm just going to, although this card came out first, I'm going to talk about Archangel Michael first, because what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by Poppy was that actually he's accompanied by the first chakra, which is our grounding root base chakra, and sometimes we're not very grounded, especially in this month, and I think it's a really important message this year, especially after we've had two such difficult years that we've kind of gone through. We need to learn the lesson to be grounded, because I feel that we've rushed and rushed and rushed through the last couple of years of our life, desperately trying to cope with all the changes and the chaos that has been going on around us. And I think it's taken its toll on quite a lot of us over the last few years, especially, we just seem to take on more and more and more, don't we, and cope and cope and cope. And I feel Archangel Michael is coming in here to really give us an idea of just, you really do need to look after yourself. I really feel that that's a very important message. He's got like a kind of golden light round his head, and he's also got a sword in his hand, which you wouldn't necessarily associate with angels. But I'm getting the word protection, and I feel that you need to protect yourself. Now, not from harm, hopefully not from harm, but just putting in some really good barriers, and maybe learning to say no, and maybe being a little bit selfish as we have this run up to Christmas. Maybe you don't need to go to every event if you're really not up to it, or rush around like you normally used to. Maybe things have changed for a reason. So I feel he's offering us some protection, but then we've got this rather nice human person coming in as well as our archangel, holding a heart, and that's a really lovely idea, isn't it, that people have got. I feel like this is a card about love. And actually I was talking about Christmas and the run up to Christmas, and my Christmas tree's in my eye line as I'm talking to you. And Christmas should all be about love, really, shouldn't it? And we often forget that when we're rushing around Sainsbury's or whatever we're doing. I feel that this guy has come in. It's interesting, I'm really drawn as I started talking that, because I got a bit carried away looking at what I was thinking about, but the years, you've got 35 and 45, and I've said years, I meant numbers, but the word years come out because I was thinking about that idea of how we change over a decade, and looking back at ourselves 10 years ago, I know suddenly I've started being very aware that you can change over time, and I've certainly noticed that I have changed, but I do feel that I do put love first now, as opposed to duty or what's expected of me. And I think that's a really good thing that we do learn as we kind of get older. But not just love for other people, love for ourselves, realising our self-worth. And this guy's holding this heart, but he's not giving it out to anyone. He's just holding it there as if to say, well, you know what, I have got this love to give, but I'm not just going to throw it around to anybody. He seems to be sitting quite quietly and just thinking about who he's going to give his love to. And I feel that that's a really important message, along with this Archangel Michael and his idea of protecting you. He's got that sword there over his heart, hasn't he? Now, we could take that one of two ways. We could say, oh no, no one's ever going to get any love from me, everybody can bugger off. Or we can just pick and choose who gets our time, who gets our energy, who gets our love. And I feel, yeah, that's a really key part of the next phase of our life. So I feel like the idea that the root chakra is us being very grounded, but the guy holding the heart is saying, well, you know what, yes, we're practical and we're sensible and we're not being silly with our decisions in our life, but we have got a lot of love here to give. Let's think about that wisely and give it out to the people that we know are worthy of it, and also not that they're going to give it back to us, because that's not, I guess, just I would say equal relationships and people that aren't going to hurt this heart, because it does look quite vulnerable there, doesn't it, out in the open. So I'm very drawn as well. This guy's not just got a heart there, he's got a heart on his knee there. I think you're meant to have heart on your sleeve, aren't you? But he's got it on his knee as well. And he looks very serious. So, yeah, I guess the idea of loving somebody is quite serious, because it's putting you in a very vulnerable state, isn't it? So, yeah, there's a duality there of being vulnerable and offering love and getting love back, but also protecting yourself and making sure that you are a little bit grounded and you're not sort of running away with yourself in ways that perhaps won't serve you. But this does seem like the idea of the years, the fact that it's 35 to 45, if you are in that age group, or you know that you've learnt an awful lot in that age group, yeah, I do feel that we've got the benefit of experience here. And you don't have to be in your 30s and 40s to earn the benefit of experience. You can be in your teens or your 20s as well and understand this message that actually, yeah, I've matured a little bit from how I used to be, and that message means that I'm going to be a little bit more sort of clued up in my relationship world in future. So I hope that helped. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. I'm here every day, so please do join me again tomorrow, and I will be giving you another message from my tarot cards. So I hope that you can see me then. Thanks so much then. Have a good day. Bye.